and possibly win the title in Canada. Who do you think is your biggest threat in the match? And do you feel any extra added pressure because you're coming back to your home country, Canada?
Okay, so the first question, let's go back to the first question. You said, can you repeat it?
Yeah, so what does it feel like to compete in your home country for the belt?
Oh, yeah, I honestly, because I had made that decision to retire, my original plans, because I made the decision probably well over a year ago, I think it was 2 years ago, to be honest. I had originally planned to retire in the UK because we were doing the UK tours every January. And then we stopped doing them. So I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted to be in front of those fans. And now, I mean, I didn't even think Canada would be a possibility. And so this kind of just all fell into place perfectly for me, I felt like. It's a dream come true to be able to wrestle in Canada again. And not just that, at a very meaningful night, which is Bound for Glory, and it's actually the 10-year anniversary of our knockout title. So for me to be able to perform, I'm going to have some friends drive up from Toronto, my hometown, and for me to be able to perform in front of my friends and family, that's what's most important, and the Canadian fans who I haven't seen for years. So I just know that they're going to be amazing, as they always are, and I really just want to blow them away, and we want to steal the show that night.
This
and the
is
second
Big Ray.
part of the question. Oh, sorry. Oh,
No,
Big Ray, hold on 1 second.
I'll hold, no problem.
and then the second part of the question that I remember is who's going to be my person that I'm going to be looking out for. And, you can't count any of the girls out. With Perrin, yes, she just came back, but her and I have a really deep history, and I know she's not afraid to, take her wrestling game to another level. And then the other two girls, I absolutely, like I said, have so much deep respect for, because these girls are the ones that are coming through. This is the new generation, and they're going to be very hungry, and they want to prove themselves. So you just never know. In a four-way match, anybody can take it at that point.
Hey, John, I apologize. I cut you off a little early there.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
I think, Gail, I think his third question was, how much pressure do you feel going into this in your home country as a Hall of Famer?
Right. I feel like I have the same pressure all the time, even after all these years, and I'm very satisfied with my career, obviously. It's always the same pressure. I always want to be the best on the show. I want to always be as good as the guys, if not better, and I want to steal the show. So for me, the pressure is equally the same, whether I'm in the Impact Zone in Universal, Orlando, or Toronto, Ottawa, or the UK, anywhere. I put the same amount of pressure on myself. I'm a perfectionist.
Big Ray, go ahead. It's all you.
Thank you, sir. Well, first and foremost, I have to say that it's an absolute pleasure, Gail, to speak to you. I've spoken to numerous people who have had interactions with you, and not only are you just, from what I've heard, a class act, but just a good person all around, a true icon. Well, it's true, Gail. I hear nothing but good things about you. That's the honest truth. And, a revolutionary, an icon. I mean, you were one of the very first women that wrestled that we said, you know what, she's not just a great women's wrestler, she's a great wrestler. And that is amazing. And I want to thank you for all the years that you've provided the amazing action that we've seen in various rings all over the world. Thank you so much. But that's not my question, Gail.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, we'll move on. Big Ray, you're done. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. First, listen, I've been working at OneWrestling.com for a long time. We've been big fans of yours. And, over the last, this question is actually not about you. It's about your very handsome and very talented husband, Mr. Chef Irvine, or Chef Irvine.
Yeah.
Now, has this gentleman ever had the itch to get in the ring? I mean, the guy is huge. He's in shape. I mean, he's you know, he has the look, as they say. Has he ever wanted to get in the ring and maybe do a mixed tag with you? And my second and last question is, what's breakfast like with you guys? I mean, this guy is a Class A world-renowned chef. I mean, do you even go to a restaurant or anything like that?
Okay. You're going to be surprised by both answers, I think. The first part is that many people have asked, yes, they're like, oh, he looks the part, and he obviously is an entertainer as well. I would say definitely he loves going into heel mode when he is asked to maybe make a few comments backstage and everything like that. So he has fun with the character part of it, but I will definitely say when it comes to the in-ring part of it, he, from just being around me and watching shows and knowing the guys, he respects us too, so greatly, and he knows he would never step inside the ring because he respects what we do and how long it takes to become good, and he's just honestly a pussycat. If I was playing around with him, he would probably say, ow, Gail, you hurt me. So it's pretty funny because I'm probably when he's tough, but I think I'm tougher when it comes to taking a little bit of a beat down. And then the second part of the question, in terms of food, it's funny because a lot of people always say, you must eat like a queen and everything, and I do when he cooks. But over the course of almost 9 years, he's probably cooked maybe 10 times because we're never home. We travel a lot, and for breakfast, I can be honest, majority of the time it's Starbucks, and we get the same thing, and it's like egg white bites or egg bites and oatmeal and a coffee. And then the rest of the time it's pretty standard. We don't do anything really fancy. We like eggs and toast. So, not exciting for you guys, but we just like good food, and I always tell the story of when we went on our honeymoon, and everyone always has the impression that we need to eat at 5-star restaurants and fancy schmancy places, and to be honest, we had that the first night, and I told him after that, I said, I don't want this. I want to cancel all our reservations, go hit all the local spots, and just get good food, and that's what we do. Most of the time, he leaves it up to me where to eat, to be honest.